Hello, thank you for joining with me. We are in A Course in Miracles workbook for students. Today we are on lesson 47. Now I randomly chose a text page and a text paragraph, and I will read it to you now. It is from, if I can get to it, everything's stuck together. Chapter 8, The Gift of Freedom. Paragraph 3. You were in darkness until God's will was done completely by any part of the sonship. When this was done, it was perfectly accomplished by all. How else could it be perfectly accomplished, except by all? My mission was simply to unite the will of the sonship with the will of the Father by being aware of the Father's will myself. This is the awareness I came to give to you, and your problem in accepting it is the problem of this world. The world must therefore despise and reject me, because the world is the belief that love is impossible. If you will accept the fact that I am with you, you are denying the world and accepting God. My will is His, and your decision to hear me is the decision to hear His voice and abide in His will. As God sent me to you, so will I send you to others. And I will go to them with you, so we can teach them peace and union. And now, if you'd like to join me, I printed some prayers from A Course in Miracles, and I'd like to read a few of them. I was reading prayers that I've used over the years, but I really want to use prayers from the book itself. Father, your will is mine, and only that. There is no other will for me to have. Let me try not to make another will, for it is senseless and will cause me pain. Your will alone can bring me happiness, and only yours exists. If I would have what only you can give, I must accept your will for me and enter into peace where conflict is impossible. Your Son is one with you in being and in will, and nothing contradicts the holy truth that I remain as you created me. Thank you for joining us together, God, here to listen to lesson 47. Amen. Okay, and then let's go ahead and read lesson 47. God is the strength in which I trust. If you are trusting in your own strength, you have every reason to be apprehensive, anxious, and fearful. What can you predict or control? Nothing. I keep trying though. Sorry. What is there in you that can be counted on? Only God. Only love, right? Sorry. I need to just read. What would give you the ability to be aware of all the facets of any problem? We're talking all of them. And to resolve them in such a way that only good can come of it. See, we never know the whole picture. There's my story, your story, and the truth. So we cannot be aware of all the facets of any problem. What is there in you that gives you the recognition of the right solution and the guarantee that it will be accomplished? Of yourself, you can do none of these things. To believe that you can is to put your trust where trust is unwarranted, and to justify fear, anxiety, depression, anger, and sorrow. Who can put his faith in weakness and feel safe? Yet, who can put his faith in strength and feel weak? I love that. God is your safety in every circumstance. every. His voice speaks for him in all situations and in every aspect of all situations, telling you exactly what to do to call upon his strength and his protection. There are no exceptions because God has no exceptions. And the voice which speaks for him thinks as he does. Today we will try to reach past our own weakness to the source of real strength. 4 5-minute practice periods are necessary today, and longer and more frequent ones are urged. Close your eyes and begin as usual by repeating the idea for today. God is the strength in which I trust. Then spend a minute or two in searching for situations in your life which you have invested with fear, dismissing each one by telling yourself, God is the strength in which I trust. Now try to slip past all concerns related to your own sense of inadequacy. It is obvious that any situation that causes you concern is associated with feelings of inadequacy. Isn't that the truth? For otherwise, you would believe that you could deal with the situation successfully. Absolutely, I love that. It is not by trusting yourself that you will gain confidence. How about that? But the strength of God in you is successful in all things. Not some things, all things. The recognition of your own frailty is a necessary step in the correction of your errors, but it is hardly a sufficient one in giving you the confidence which you need and to which you are entitled. You must also gain an awareness that confidence in your real strength is fully justified in every respect and in all circumstances. In the latter phase of the practice period, try to reach down into your mind to a place of real safety. You will recognize that you have reached it if you feel a sense of deep peace, however briefly. Let go of all the trivial things that churn and bubble on the surface of your mind, and reach down and below them to the kingdom of heaven. So reach down and below these thoughts to the kingdom of heaven. There is a place in you where there is perfect peace. There is a place in you where nothing is impossible. There is a place in you where the strength of God abides. During the day, repeat the idea often. Use it as your answer to any disturbance. Write this down and use it all the time. Put it by your computer, put it on your desk, put it wherever you need it. Remember that peace is your right because you are giving your trust to the strength of God. God is the strength in which I trust. And we're going to go ahead and do a 5-minute lesson, 5-minute practice period. So 4 5-minute practice periods are suggested. And I am going to go ahead and set my timer. Siri, set my timer for 5 minutes. Okay, here we go. God is the strength in which I trust. God is the strength in which I trust. Thank you for joining with me. God is the strength in which I trust. My alarm didn't go off, and it's not set. So hopefully that was 5 minutes. I love you. Have a beautiful day. Thank you.